like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're open to do it consistently here. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Boy, 2 plays and they're already across midfield, and that cannot be what you're expecting if you're the defensive coordinator. Neither time the pass rush got home. Now the question you've got to answer, do you bring more pressure or do you drop someone else back in coverage? And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they get him behind the line. so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Cowboys at 6-2 to start play, and they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's dumped off to Poe. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Cowboys are going to jump back to a 40-0 lead. It's a pretty good opening drive to make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing Jones. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now 2nd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Dante Fowler. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Throwing on first down. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Pollard running left. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Fights loose. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Giants first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. 91 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Motion man is Schwartz. From the 36, Jones. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Final play of the half, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Up the middle with Barkley. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Throw out wide is incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is caught by Lamb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through. That's great for the old confidence.
The sideline difference of feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. he's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Lamb will go in motion.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
In motion left goes a tight end. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
But he doesn't quite make it, taking it with him in the high latch. Dropped at the run. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you don't often see a lot of first down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yardage and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
Pollard is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here's Prescott.
On the move to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. That is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
After right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This is 1st and 10. Now Jones. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that run, not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Jones. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jones looking around. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
Say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta. Hey, you must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a. Could you get up off the wall? Go on, get it moving here. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty,